From hotspots to hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local, the LA Unscripted way, from the magical Magic Castle. From jaw-dropping abracadabra to sleight of hand, ta-da! It is the Hollywood Hills Chateau that has been shrouded in mystery since its opening in 1963. We really pulled a rabbit out of the hat for this one. Where's my wand? Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin, and yes, you can believe your eyes. We are actually inside the members-only magical mansion where Houdini's said to haunt the halls. But the castle is much more than Copperfields and card tricks.
The Magic Castle is a private club that was created for magicians and their guests to enjoy a magical evening of fine dining and dazzling magic.
That ace of spades.
She made me do it! I'm magic! I knew it! All this time I knew it!
I've seen so many celebrities here. Jane Fonda, Charlize Theron, Paul Rubens was of course a big magic fan. We have a whole bunch of celebrity members. Johnny Depp, once Cate Blanchett was here for brunch and she was like in a hat and glasses. On January 2nd, 1963, the Magic Castle opened its doors. Many, many greats have passed through here. Of course, David Copperfield and Penn and Teller, the great Lance Burton, David Blaine, and of course, the great Carl Ballantine. My father's member number was 338, which meant he was the 338th person to join. He was the first comedy magician, and a well-known comedy magician. I'm sure there were others before him, but he was the first one on television. We have 5 rooms, we have a close-up room, we have a parlor that's more like an 1890s kind of setup. We are now at the Owl Bar.
The Owl Bar, I guess from all the owls up there. Okay, Johnny Carson, why is Johnny Carson in here?
Well, because this was the original backdrop of his show when it moved to Los Angeles.
Okay, so Archimedes, tell me the history behind that handsome fellow.
Well, Archimedes was actually a real owl.
Oh, really?
And the magic of Harry Keller, who was his owl, has allowed him to become a mentalist.
Oh, so what does he do?
Well, you can ask him a question and he will answer you.
Archimedes, is it too early for a cocktail?
Never.
He's my kind of owl. I am so absolutely bewitched and in awe of the Hollywood history here. Get this, members like Orson Welles and Cary Grant use secret passwords and a trick door to get in. So cool. And now LAU pulling back the curtain on another local landmark.
People love bananas. I'm a big fan of bananas. What is it about bananas that people love so much?
One, I think they're just a fun-looking fruit.
Yeah.
But also they're really tasty and they're really nutritious and they're very good for you from potassium and all the other things for our muscles and our body. So it's just a good tasting fun fruit that's very good for you.
I agree.
The Banana Festival is an event and a celebration of our working waterfront. We picked bananas because it's an anchor. It's a way to create a public relations draw to the port. We thought it was fun, but it really is about everything that we do here. We move 400,000 automobiles a year, so we have a car show as part of the event. We move 5 billion bananas a year. Believe it or not, we can even move more blueberries in a given month than bananas because of our relationships and trade lanes with South America and Peru. You'll get great music. We have amazing live music. We have fun treats, banana treats, blueberry treats. We have port pavilions. A lot of vendors come out and sell locally made merchandise. And of course, you have the working waterfront tours, both on the water side and land side, and just good old-fashioned fun.
It's a really fun event because we make it free for the community. And then there's a kid zone as well that's only $20 per kid. We really want the community to be here because we're surrounded by a community. Most ports are kind of set apart, and we have our neighbors right outside of our gates. And it takes a huge effort to put on this event, so we're really thankful to our sponsors. We have our top banana sponsors this year, Driscoll's, Hyundai Globus, the City of Port Hueneme, and then our Admiral sponsors, Chiquita, Dole, Delante, Pegasus Transport, and Gold Coast Broadcasting. And when all these people help us put on this festival, we can really make it a special thing.
Tell me about the history of the festival and how it's grown over the years.
Well, our first year, we thought that if we get a few hundred, because it's so relatively new, and then people really thought in the community, they thought, bananas, what's wrong with you? Why bananas? Well, because the port is going bananas. The first year, which was 13 years ago, we actually had about 13,000 guests. Port Hueneme is a major port between, we're the only deep sea port between Los Angeles and San Francisco. Hueneme is derived from the Chumash word. We are here located in Chumash land. It used to be their land. Hueneme means resting place. This is really like a family port. I spent 51 years working as a longshoreman here. So basically this has been my home. So I call this place paradise.
You know the trick to discovering the magic of SoCal? Watch, stream, record LA Unscripted, of course. No potions needed.
I had a love for LA since I was about 10. I grew up in Orange County, looking up populations and demographics in Los Angeles. I nerded out on LA. I wanted to go to LA. It was this amazing, cool place that was somewhere where everything was happening.
My show is keeping you from your child?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
I know you find that amusing, but well, whatever. But
I worked in TV. I worked for the last 5 years of Conan O'Brien's show on TBS, his late night show. It was incredible. It was a dream job. After Conan, I realized it was kind of untapped, this love of LA I had. So I looked and started exploring ways that I could tap into that. And that's when I came upon real estate. Think of myself as I'm selling the city. I'm selling LA.
This is the Hollywood Bowl, one of the most legendary stages in the world. But what most don't know is the legend of a multi-million-dollar fortune of gold treasure buried underneath it. I'm LA realtor Tyler Neal. Let's dive in.
Part of being a realtor is promoting yourself and your brand on social media and promoting listings. I was trying to find my voice and how I would use that tool.
LA's population boom in the early 1900s led to a housing crisis, and to fix it, city planners and developers looked to the yet-to-be-developed Santa Monica Mountain.
In figuring that out, I'm standing one day, I'm meeting a client on a street in LA that is iconic. It's called Carrollwood Drive. It's in Holmby Hills, just north of Sunset Boulevard, and I realized at that moment I was standing in front of the house where Michael Jackson tragically died, and then I realized I was standing behind the house where Elvis lived. In 1970, just up that same street was where Frank Sinatra lived in the 1940s. And these homes are all still there.
That character was Hugh Hefner, and that estate would from that time forth become known as the Playboy Mansion.
So I did a quick video about it, posted it. It got a lot of likes and comments. One thing people were commenting that really stood out was, I drive by that every day, and I didn't know that history and that those homes were there. I had this moment of really realizing, okay, this is something I could do.
Can you tell me about the KTLA 5 Tower?
Okay, the tower here behind this classic LA landmark. This tower is one of the oldest broadcast towers in the city of LA. It was in a different location. KTLA was the first television station west of the Mississippi in the country.
It's like our little crown jewel right there. Back when this was Warner Brothers, are there any interesting facts?
This is the lot, Warner Brothers lot, where they filmed The Jazz Singer.
You ain't heard nothing yet. Wait a minute, I tell you.
Which was the very first talkie or movie with sound.
Every corner of LA has this amazing story behind it, and I would love to tell that story.
Shazam and Alakazam! More wondery and wizardry coming up when LA Unscripted from the Magic Castle is back before someone saws me in half. Not kidding, I've always wanted to do that. With Serinda at the Magic Castle. Now you're going to do this trick with rubber bands.
I am. So we have 2 rubber bands here. I'm interlacing them through my fingers so that you can see
they're
linked on either side.
Okay.
But if you give it a little blow, a little tap, they come
How
apart.
did she do that? That's amazing. And I was watching so close. I mean, you guys, what a treat experiencing the tricks of the Magic Castle up close. Welcome back to LA Unscripted, everyone. I'm Dana Devin. And they say a good magician never repeats their tricks. But Serinda, you have to do that again. I'm going to watch even closer.
One more time.
Okay.
Here we go, Dana. One more time. Give it a...
I don't know how she does it. And I am sitting right here. All right, now another must to keep your eye on.
I always say I have a broken voice with the greatest band in the world. All of my favorite singers aren't singers, they're storytellers. This is my 10th solo album, and I've probably written 1,000 songs, maybe a little more. I lost count in the 90s.
I love country, and I love what you're wearing. Tell me about this.
So this was made by Manuel in Nashville. He's, of course, the guy who put Johnny Cash in black and made Elvis's jumpsuits and dressed Marty Stewart and Dwight Yoakam and all that, yeah.
And he dressed Gene Autry.
And Gene Autry.
Which is where we're at today, the Autry Museum. We're here at the Black Cowboys exhibit at the Autry Museum, and I saw Texas, and it reminded me that you're from Texas, Houston,
I am
right?
from Texas, yes, I live in Houston.
So how were you exposed to country music in your family?
So in our family, we had a lot of friends that would hang out there, and they'd play all kinds of music, everything from Tex-Mex to country music and rock and soul and blues, and that kind of led to the whole melting pot that I was talking about. I like to use the studio as an instrument. I like to use the console. Most of my records were done on iconic recording consoles, including this one. I mean, we recorded at Blackbird Studio A, which a lot of the Steely Dan records were done on.
Tell me, how in the world are you successful doing country music, but you're also a paleontologist?
That just kind of fell on my lap. I became a paleontologist because I wrote a score for the Houston Museum of Natural Science. Afterwards, I'm talking with the president of the museum, and he found out that I had studied fossils before. Pretty soon, I was the assistant curator of paleontology there. Oh, I did what I could do to save the single is Road to Medicine Mo. 130 years ago, paleontologists from the American Museum were riding through Wyoming scouting for dinosaur land. Some of the earliest American dinosaurs were from that area, and there was a Native American camp where different tribes stayed at different times. So I wrote a story about a paleontologist who falls in love with an Arapaho girl, and he's hoping to see her on the road to medicine.
You have actually dinosaur bone on you right now.
This is from that area.
Okay, so it's a Texas belt buckle dinosaur fossil.
Bone, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is from that same area, from Bone Cabin Quarry. And Lisa Michizuki, my partner, made this for me, and she cut it out and polished it up.
You've been called a High Plains troubadour, a prairie songsmith. Where did you get this love for Americana?
I think it's always been in my blood. You know, I've been making records a long time, and all I want to do is, my goal is to keep making good records and writing good songs. And I think once that dries up, I'll stop.
All your music comes from your heart.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's all heart. That's all I have. Meet her on the road to medicine.
Hocus pocus! This show is the mostest, so don't David Blaine and disappear. More chills and thrills coming your way in just a second. Snacks. All right, snacks. We are Unscripted and inside the Magic Castle, where the famous Hollywood haunt has 13 different stages and has hosted everyone from A-list actors and presidents to the most talented and respected magicians and illusionists of all time. For my next magic trick, I will transport you across town. Voila!
At Bitterroot Pottery, we are striving to create a space that is creative, therapeutic, a place where people can take some time from their daily life and just relax. Bitterroot Pottery has been in existence for about 15 years. To come and take a class, you can either book online through the website, or you could call, email us if you're trying to book like a big party event. It's great for birthdays, work events, team bonding, stuff like that. Downstairs is open to kids and adults, ages 6 and up. Upstairs is adults only, so it's 18 and up. We do have beginner classes every day. So you come in, you take a 2-hour class where we go through the process of making a bowl or a pot step by step. So this is our Baroque location, the 5th floor penthouse. The view is gorgeous. Wait till you see it. We're gonna head right around the corner.
Oh my goodness.
This actually used to be Liberace's old penthouse. He used to live here back in the 60s. This koi pond used to be a swimming pool actually, but now it's an entirely inclusive ecosystem. We have turtles right over here.
Oh my gosh, guys, he's sunbathing. Look at him.
So this is our private 2-person patio. We just recently opened this. This is where you can come have a really intimate date night. The most popular classes are right here because everybody wants to be right out here enjoying the view. Sometimes we have hummingbirds up in this pergola.
Oh my gosh, and all of the decor, is this some of Liberace's old decor and chandeliers?
We actually brought in the chandeliers. So the thing that is original is this fireplace from when he lived here. But we did try to decorate this space in the spirit of Liberace while still being grounded and creative. So when you come to a class, you're coming in, you're checking in, you're getting your apron, a name tag, take off any watches, jewelry, you don't want to get messy. From there, we have the instructor do a quick demonstration. So they're giving you a visual of what you're going to be doing, and then they pass out clay.
Fun fact, I was introduced to ceramics when I was a little girl. My best friend's mother is an amazing artist, and so she turned the garage of their house into a kiln.
Oh my God. Wow.
So, as you can imagine, when I took ceramics in high school, I got an A, thanks to her.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom, clearly an A. So I'm kind of returning to my bitter roots here because I haven't done it in years.
You don't have to know anything prior to coming in. Our teachers are really patient. They'll guide you through it and really make sure that you are feeling comfortable. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. Guys, I've got a bowl.
They make their piece, and then we handle all the rest of the post-production stuff. So they just have to choose what color they want. We'll do all the rest. We'll let them know when it's ready to pick up, and then they can come grab their finished creation.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, I have one more up my sleeve just for you. Just kidding, there's nothing in there but crumbs.
25 years of American Vision windows with more than 1 million windows installed. Now they're shining a light on their freshly revamped showroom right here in Simi Valley. All right, Chris, let's talk about this brand new showroom. It is amazing.
We just revamped the whole showroom, and we did that for a reason. Customers want to touch and feel full-size products, and a lot of companies don't have that option because maybe they don't have as much space as we do, but it is nice for people to come in here and see the full-size patio doors, the full-size windows.
American Vision Windows is a home improvement company. Started off for window installation, and basically it is for residential homes and replacing their windows, any products of patio doors, front entry doors, but most of all too, it's a family-run business with the heart of our employees, investing in them to make them have a better life and then also be able to provide for our customers a better experience. So family is how we really founded this business. Bill and Kathleen, who are the founders, were actually my next door neighbors. I was living at home, I was 21. It was really just 4 or 5 of us in the office. So after a year, as we start up this business and we start seeing what we're doing and really committing to the customer service and really enjoying working with our customers like as if they were family. And here I am when I committed temporarily. 25 years later, I'm still here. In 2024, we became 100% employee owned and pretty much bought out Bill and Kathleen, which bless their hearts, this is what their goal was, is to be able to give back to the team. And so everybody that's employed at American Vision Windows is investing in for themselves and for their future, which is a huge benefit because everybody treats it as their own business and wants to be taking care of the customers.
So I've been here a little over 20 years. I was at a dinner and Bill was next to me and he said, just come work for me. And I said, okay, I'll take a look at it. And 20 plus years later, I'm sitting here as the president of the company.
All right, I love this massive window/door. Is this kind of a new trend that's happening?
A lot of people are going towards bigger spaces, indoor, outdoor living. This is actually one that we just installed. It's a 16-foot by 8-foot high door. It rolls really nice, and it's just gorgeous. And this is one of the things that is very popular with us right now.
The name is American Vision Windows, but you guys do so much more than that, right?
Yeah, we have this American Vision bath company we've had for a while, and obviously you're sitting in one. This is actually a hydrotherapy bath. It's a walk-in, so you can walk right in. You can sit down, you can fill it up, you can put all the jets on, enjoy it. A lot of sports people do this.
So the door closes, it seals, and it becomes a tub.
It's basically a hot tub where your shower used to be or your tub used to be.
I love that. I'm never leaving. Thanks, guys.
For my next trick, LAU disappears, but just until tomorrow. Thank you to the Magic Castle for letting us go off script. Where will we be next? You never know. Or maybe you can read my mind. Just kidding. Mwah.